The safe and effective operation of your flagging station requires you to know and follow established rules for your position, signaling, approaching the center line, releasing traffic, and leaving your post. Position your flagging station on the shoulder beyond the edge line. Do not stand in the active lane. A flagger cannot stand in the center of an intersection to direct traffic. Only uniformed law enforcement officers may perform this duty. Position yourself so you can easily view both directions of traffic and the work site. Never turn your back to oncoming traffic. Stop the first vehicle from a position on the shoulder of the road. Aim the stop paddle face toward traffic with your right hand. Hold your left hand above shoulder level with the palm facing traffic. Make and maintain eye contact with the driver of the vehicle until it comes to a complete stop. When the first vehicle has stopped, you can drop your left hand to your side. With the first car stopped, you may move to the center line to hold additional vehicles, but only when it improves your ability to see or be seen. Otherwise, stay on the edge of the road. If you do move to the center line, remain in your lane without standing in front of the stopped vehicles. It's preferable to stand sideways so you can watch for traffic or work vehicles. To release traffic, return to the shoulder. Give the entire lane width to the vehicles. Then turn the slow paddle face toward oncoming traffic. Make a clear, sweeping motion with your left arm for motorists to proceed. That speed of motion should correspond to the desired speed of traffic. To alert or slow vehicles as they approach or pass, extend your arm and motion up and down with your palm down. Be cautious of wider and longer trucks and buses, which may need more room to change lanes. These types of vehicles may off-track or tail swing, meaning when the front of the vehicle turns one direction, the tail end swings in the opposite direction, endangering nearby people or equipment. When all cars have passed, turn the paddle face to stop and wait for the next vehicle. Do not leave the flagging station until you have been properly relieved. When no flagger is on duty, warning signs must be turned, covered, or removed. Now, let's review the proper way to stop and release traffic. Stay on the road shoulder until the first car has stopped. Keep sign and hand signals clear and easy for drivers to understand. Move into the lane only after the first car has stopped and when it is required. Move all the way back to the shoulder before turning your sign to slow and giving the signal for drivers to proceed. Do not leave your position until you have been properly relieved. A trained flagger must also know how to deal with a variety of work scenarios and situations. This includes working with partners, foot traffic, emergency vehicles, frustrated motorists, and working as a spotter. When two or more flaggers are used, they must be able to communicate with one another. One flagger should be designated as lead flagger to coordinate the operation. Two-way radios are preferred, but visual signals may be used when flaggers are able to clearly see one another without leaving their flagging position. Once you have stopped traffic, you can then give a pre-arranged all clear signal. When you give this signal, you are telling the other flagger it is okay to release traffic from the other direction. Do not release traffic on your end until you have received the all clear signal from the other flagger. For pedestrians and bicyclists, a clear and safe passageway through the work area should be maintained. Otherwise, the area should be closed and foot traffic rerouted. Bicyclists using the roadway must follow the same traffic flow instructions as motor vehicles. If an emergency vehicle approaches with lights and sirens, hold all traffic. Emergency vehicles should be given the right-of-way and allowed to pass as soon as it is safe to do so. Signal using your emergency whistle or horn to make sure the work area is aware that an emergency vehicle is moving through. Traffic delays often cause hostility and frustration that sometimes results in verbal abuse of the flagger. Remain calm. Do not provoke or elevate a hostile situation. Never strike out at or be abusive to a motorist or vehicle. This could result in criminal or civil action being taken against you. Be courteous. Show drivers you understand their frustration and will let them through as soon as you've received the signal that it's safe for them to pass. If an incident does occur, be sure to notify your supervisor. Flaggers may be asked to work as a spotter. A spotter's primary function is to provide for the safe backing of work zone vehicles with limited visibility. Spotters also observe traffic as it passes through the work zone to alert workers of possible hazards. Spotters do not hold a stop-slow paddle and cannot stop or direct traffic. Spotters must be able to see the entire backing zone and be in direct line of sight and able to communicate with the driver. Working as a flagger and spotter simultaneously is prohibited. Let's briefly review the other responsibilities you'll be asked to perform. Keep your flagging partner in visual range and use hand signals when radio communication is unavailable. If a safe, clear path is unavailable for pedestrians and bicyclists, close the sidewalk and reroute traffic. Use a horn or whistle to alert the work area that an emergency vehicle is approaching and hold all traffic until it has passed. Remain calm and courteous with angry motorists. Never argue, fight, or escalate the conflict. Spotters provide for the safe backing of work zone vehicles. Spotters may not hold a stop-slow paddle or direct traffic. Night flagging requires special apparel, signs, signals, and additional illumination. These rules must be observed 1/2 hour before sunset to 1/2 hour after sunrise. At night, a flagger must wear an ANSI-approved high-visibility safety garment or vest over white or other high-visibility color coveralls or trousers that have retro-reflective banding on the legs. Either an 18 or 24-inch stop-slow retro-reflective paddle shall be required while flagging at night. All paddles must be MUTCD compliant. A flashlight with a glow cone should be used to help motorists see hand signals. If needed, flashing yellow warning lights may be used on advance warning signs. Flagger workstations must be illuminated during periods of darkness by floodlights. However, floodlights must never create a disabling glare for drivers. To recap, from 1/2 hour before sunset to 1/2 hour after sunrise, be sure that you're wearing your high-visibility apparel and that your position and your signals are all properly illuminated. You have an important job to do. Using proper techniques will keep you, your co-workers, and the public safe. Remember, work zone safety depends on you.